Hey smokers, Drago1 here, and today we're going to be doing part 3 of Apple IIGS. Now there's a couple things that we didn't do yet, a couple games, and the other very important thing, which is the GSOS, which is the graphic user interface for the Apple IIGS. So as you can see, the setup has changed a little bit. On this side we have the Mac Mini, which is now hosting the disk images over serial. You can see the serial adapters right there, and it's plugged into the back of the 2GS. So this, after like a couple kernel panics, is now working. You can see up here the keyspan serial assistant shows that it is working with the key serial 1 port, and then right below it ADTPro serving the key serial, and it would say 1 there, but it sort of cuts off because the window is too small. So we're going to go ahead and do a file copy onto one of our now actually non-modified green disk, which is 800K all by itself without needing tape. So let's turn it on. I don't know what disk is in there. I hope it's the right one. No, it's just Xmas demo. Okay. Okay, so we're booted to ADT. Take that out of there because I'm paranoid. Maybe I should let you see this. Now you can actually see the drive. Ow! So serial. That's a lot of the bad. What the fuck? The fuck? Oh, I think it still needed the disk in there to actually go into serial mode. Whoops. Oh my god, fuck it. We'll just do the secondary drive bay for it. Not very visual that way, but you know. Okay, so serial. Yeah, it still needs to use the drive. Okay, so now we can take it out. Don't really need to. I mean, we're defeating the purpose of having 2 floppy bays, but at least this way you can sort of see what's happening. So we need to receive. And look, we're connected. So over there it says request directory contents. There's a bunch of stuff here I downloaded. It's something that has no file name. Is this pulling from the right directory? It's supposed to be pulling out of the disks directory, not that one, so that's weird. Okay, so let's try it again. There we go. Now it's pulling from a different directory, so what's the first thing we're going to do here? I think you can guess. Huh? It's not a folder. What the fuck? I guess the file name's too long. We'll need to fix it. Oops, let's receive again. And perfect. Okay. So now we have that, and we have this. Image drive size mismatch. Are you kidding me? Wolf 3D is 2.9 megabytes. What the fuck? I have another Wolf one here, but it's 1.7 megabytes. What? Why did I check that before? God damn it. Oh well. Well, let's go to the next thing for now, because that one obviously is not going to work. Assumed everything was going to be 800K. I guess you need to have multiple disks. I'll have to look into it. So we got to go back. We got to receive. There we go. So we have another game here. It's called Senseless Violence 2? Revenge of the Fetus, I think it is. It was made by Pangea Software, which has been known for wonderful titles such as Enigmo and Pro-Mag Rally and Nanosaur. At least I think they did those ones. Either way, so we're going here, and you can see over here It is going.
I don't know if I made it that clear before that they were both going at the same time and being connected. I still think that's pretty dang amazing.
Okay, it looks like it's done. Down here, this disk should now be bootable. And we're going to be using the internal speaker for the 2GS. The fuck? Okay, well, what's plan C? If this doesn't work, I need ProDOS. We can make a ProDOS disk. Let's put ProDOS onto this. Get our ADT back. Do it again. Yeah, frickin' last 2 episodes had too much stuff going right. We need stuff to go wrong, and we've already tried 2 things and they aren't working right off the bat, so let's try to receive again. Let's find our ProDOS here. I think it's in here. ProDOS system 402. It's not a 2MG image, but maybe it'll work. All this thing really does is just DDs the information to the disk. Alright, so now that we have these both active, you can see them at the same time. There it is. Pretty cool. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I thought I overwrote my ADT disk. Oh, God.
Killing me over here.
Alright, we're back. Looks like it's done. Let's restart it. So what are we doing now? ProDOS? It's an old version of ProDOS. Okay. So now we need to somehow boot the other thing. What was it? Did I put it on this? Oh, shit. Go to another program. Alright, you can actually see it up there. Senseless Violence 2. Okay. That's when I press enter on it. What the fuck? Oh, get it! An even older version of ProDOS? No! This is the one that comes with AppleWorks. Oh, shit. I don't really want you to do that, but okay.
Or is this the part that gets stuck? Yeah, this is the part where it gets stuck.
System utilities, okay. Catalog a disk, list volume, duplicate a disk. List volumes. Okay, so we have utilities and senseless. That's all it gave me. Just list me the volumes. And actually none of the controls work anymore. It says escape goes back to the main menu. Okay, there we go. Verify a disk. Rename volumes. Okay, so this is not getting me where I want to go, so let's quit out of that. I don't know why Senseless Violence needs ProDOS. Tab, change volume. Ooh, RAM. I can load stuff out of RAM. That's cool. There's Senseless. Senseless.violence2. That's weird. So let me go back. So we got tab, change volume, return select, escape back. So there's no way to just like execute it? I guess that would be too easy, right? Fuck, I don't know. Alright, so that leaves us with one of the things, and since this violence isn't going to work, why don't we just, let's keep Senseless Violence on this, And then this is Protoss. We'll wipe that. We'll boot up to ADT again, and then put hopefully a bootable version of GSOS on it. Yes, we're finally jumping into GSOS now. Well, what the fuck is this? There we go. Serial. Receive. Still working over there. Okay, good. So there's GS6 install, and then there's live install. Live install is too big of an image. System disk, system tools, sync so this is another one here. Disk 1 install, system disk, system tools. Maybe that will be what we need. Just says GSOS 5.04 disk, not the latest version. Let's see if we can throw it on to senseless, or it would be utilities, not ADTPro. So put it on utilities because it wasn't really helping us out. Okay, alright, so now we wait again. Alright, where were we? Okay, press the key to continue. Alright, so I think I put GSOS thingy on here. I want to see him boot it and see what happens. I haven't done this before with this much RAM. So we may actually get to an interface, hopefully, and then maybe we can run some other programs, maybe. This looks good. I knew it was going to sit on the screen for a while. Now the thing with GSOS is it requires more RAM. It requires more RAM than I had previously, which was the, what was it, 512 worth? Okay, this is further than I got before, holy shit. And you'll see an interface that looks a lot like Macintosh. The mouse is smooth as silk. It's still called Finder, the Apple IIGS Finder. It's the first time I'm seeing this. Copyright on computer, 87 to 89. So at this point in time, this was a color finder. As you can see, the Apple logo is back in, at this point in time, I don't believe there was any Mac that had color. I can't remember. Probably by 89, I would say. So, and then control panel. And you'll see something somewhat reminiscent of the control panel on Macintosh. Not quite as many options as, the Mac didn't have quite this many options. So RAM disk, I guess you can make a RAM disk out of the RAM. We have a lot of RAM, so we could make like a megabyte RAM disk without breaking a sweat. Font 1 printer modem text display. Okay. General. Menu blinking 3 times, cursor flash medium, system speed. Just in case you want your system to go slower, I guess. Okay, there's no way to quit that, but you can just close it right there. So now I'm going to insert this, which is the senseless violence. There it is. Wow, that was fast. Okay. And there it is. You have a little picture of the baby. Yes, this game is like Frogger with a baby. It's lagging the mouse as it's trying to load it. But I think this is the only way we can play the game. What the hell? Well, now it's yellow. So it probably doesn't like being run within GSOS. Just restart it, I guess. And we're starting back up again. Yeah, I was under the impression you had to like install this on an external hard drive, and I didn't have one, so yeah, you can just boot it off a floppy, no problem. Okay, we're back again. So, what does it look like while we're here? What does it look like to put in a different disk into the drive when we're in a GUI? This is the module disk. What does the module file system look like? Ooh, it's locked. Probably because I locked the disk. Well, probably not going to see a
any sort of file system on here, probably because everything was written in assembly, so it's pretty much unreadable. But then why would it be able to mount the disk and then have us look at it? Hidden files, maybe? Let's take a look at view. Nope. Nope. Preferences? Okay. Color. Hey guys, this is Draga1, and I'm editing this video right now, and I don't know if it's just that I'm not getting enough sleep or I feel rushed when I'm recording, but it literally says uncheck the hide invisible files option. Now, this wouldn't actually have helped me do anything if it did show anything in there, but I've just determined that I don't read. So, I mean, and a lot of people have caught me on this throughout, the past couple of years now, that I just don't read things, and it's really bad. And I think it's just a combination of not sleeping enough, and I just feel like I need to click through it as fast as possible. I guess so that it's easier for me to edit, but I'm still editing big chunks of video out. I mean, I'm already adding this in, which makes the video even longer. I don't know. This was unexcusable for me, so I apologize. Back to the video. Okay, color. I think I made the modulated disk colored. Oh great, that's probably going to corrupt it or something by adding that to it. Now I can't change it. Okay, well, whatever. So we drag it to the trash. I'm assuming it ejects it. It does. There it is. So what about, let's see here. Apple II system tools. No. Something good. Give me something good. Take a look at the Xmas demo. This one is not locked, but doesn't have any files you can see, and as you can see, 800K used. So nothing there. And we'll do it the old-fashioned way. And it's gone. Alright. So this is my first time actually using GSOS, so it's kind of fun. I don't really have a lot of files here. What was the other thing I had? ProDOS or something? Notebook, something... Arc? Oh, Arkanoid. Can we look at the Arkanoid files? Look how fast that was! Like, I plug a USB 3 drive in a computer nowadays, it's not that fast. Okay, Arkanoid, as you can see, has a little icon there, which is kind of cute. And then the data files. See if it crashes when I try to launch it. Hey, this works. No, what the fuck? How come Senseless Violence didn't work? I have to find some more games. Oh my god, I got an idea. I got an idea. I don't know how I'm going to do it. We're restarting. But we're going to break out to... Okay. Okay, so I need ProDOS for that. Where's my ProDOS disk? Oh, I got rid of it. And I overwrote it. Son of a bitch! Well, the ADTPro disk also has the Pro part of it. The Pro part of ADTPro is actually ProDOS, so this is, gotta write that down, GSOS, ADT. Ah, here we go, ProDOS Basic, that's what I need. Okay, so there's a command here, catalog. Okay, alright. So that gives me everything. So, get that out of there and get that out of there. Cat. Okay. So Arkanoid cat RAM. Cat Load? Oh. Shit. God damn it. Cat, so that's going to tell us what's on the thing. Okay. Oh, no wonder it doesn't find anything. Let's try this. Okay, so I just did a cat command on the ADTPro disk. Let's try load. Okay, well at least I did something different. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can launch files. It's not surprised it doesn't find that, but it should find this. Hey, it goes to the other drive. So I just need to know what it's called. Okay. So it's loading stuff off of the secondary drive. Okay, so. And now it doesn't find it? Well, didn't I just do this? I just did this. You just saw it. What the fuck? I could take it off. It just takes it from the first drive. It was taking it from the second drive. Crap, what is it called? Well, let's restart. So let's take a look at our volumes. So this is what tells us what they are. So if I want to find it in BroDOS, I need to use these exact words. So the problem is the thing I want to launch won't be here. So the reason for that is, I'll take this out. Let's overwrite senseless, because that's not working. So let's see, R to rescan. Rescan the two drives. Got RAM, and okay. Okay, alright, my idea is probably not going to work. Because it won't let me load stuff onto the RAM card. That was my idea. But according to this, it only has 127 blocks, so that's poop. So senseless is right there. So let's get out of this. Okay, so this is a little bit better. I can actually see what's in here. Fuck. Okay, I might be onto something. So the RAM, let me quit here. So the RAM can be accessed from here. So this is the exiting ADTPro screen. This is probably the most useful screen that I've seen so far. See, S5D1 is the ADTPro disk. Press tab. S5T2, that's senseless, so that's drive 2. Press tab again. S3D2 RAM. S61D2. Okay, so maybe it gave up on looking at the RAM, but okay, so this is the RAM. So if I could put something into RAM, I have more space on RAM than I do on any disk. So what I'm going to do is restart it again. The problem is sending it to the RAM. It says there's not enough blocks, but we're going to see if we can trick it. Receive. It just might not know there's the extended, so let's go to... Okay, let's put it on the RAM. Send it to the RAM. That's bad right there. It's going to run out of blocks right now. What? So let's see if we can see anything in there. Here's a tab. Wolfenstein 3D. So it did successfully send it over to the RAM, but it's not the whole game. So let's see. That's the root. Move saves, music levels. So it got like the directory structure. That's pretty cool. So the only other way I can do this is to probably use the find a better disk image of Wolfenstein or use the floppy disk emulator.
And there it is.
Because I need something to be able to host to this machine, something that's bigger than 800K, and I just don't have that. So
This is the Floppy Emu emulator that was used on the Macintosh 512K and the other Macintosh 512K, and I think I tried to get it working on the Macintosh SE, but I didn't have a dedicated video for that. What did I do? Either way, it's also compatible with Apple IIs and, as a result, the Apple IIGS. So as you can see, the actual two floppy drives are disconnected over here, so they're not doing anything for us. And I have mounted with mounting putty right there the Floppy Emu, so it's easier to see, easy to work with, because the thing just dangles around and falls off. And actually, I'm just trying to keep it safe. I feel like it's going to fall and break or something. So let's go ahead and turn everything back on. So when I turn it on, it doesn't have an image loaded right away, and it just says check startup device, and on there it says no SD card because I didn't put the SD card back in it. So we're going to have to start over. So right now, my number one goal is to get Wolfenstein 3D working. Now, while I was looking for some additional disk images to try, what I found out is that the release of that version of the game, the Apple IIGS version of Wolfenstein 3D, was delayed until 1998, 1997, somewhere around there. It was delayed that long after the Apple IIGS had been discontinued. But people were still working on it. And apparently was actually a really big success, and a lot of people were excited about it. So, pretty neat. Right now it will still say check startup device because I don't have an image selected. Alright, so I have it in the Apple II directory. Or at least I thought I had it in the Apple II directory. What the fuck? Did I put it in... Does it not like the images I put in there? There's a whole bunch of GSOS images in this directory. What the fuck? Well, wait a minute. System disks? Oh, okay. So I can mount Macintosh disks, but I can't mount GSOS disks. One of which I actually used to boot this machine off of an actual floppy, which oh, here it is. I actually put a label on it now. So that doesn't make any lick of sense. And these images, hold on. The images that were supposed to be in this directory actually came with the floppy disk emulator. I actually ordered the one that actually had a preloaded SD card with all of the stuff on it, which is all of these images. And it actually came with a whole grip of GSOS images, and I can't seem to find them here. I can see if I can boot this one, ProDOS System 402, and then I'm going to do the 3-finger salute on this, and it's still hosting it. And what? Okay. So it says it's totally idle because it's not even trying. Let's try and do it again. Just let me watch this time. Will it actually do? No. Okay. Alright. Well, that's just fine. Actually, it's not. That's the only disc that shows up. I mean, I dragged a couple more discs on there. Okay, sure. Maybe they're not the right size. Some of them were actually 5 megs. Another one was 2 megs. I found another download that had BXY files, which are Shrinkit archives
of some description that I believe can only be unpacked on GSOS. The archives in question are also pretty big. The only way I know to mount the two MGs is through ADTPro. There's actually a way through ADTPro to host an image file. We may just do that. Okay, so now, actually I don't. Okay, so now I have both the floppy disk, the top floppy disk drive, and the Floppy Emu connected simultaneously. I have the Floppy Emu plugged into the back of the first drive here because that's how they daisy chain. There's only one port on the back of the 2GS. The secondary drive down here plugs into the upper drive. So this is going to be our secondary drive. The reason I want to do that is I want to try and mount an image from this while we're running GSOS, so we'll see it pop up on the desktop as a secondary disk, hopefully, just to see if it works. As you can see, the Floppy Emu and this guy over here both receive power. I need to force it to restart again. Now again, the floppy emulator pretends to be this guy, or any number of drives. So when I tell it to mount an image, it should see it. Okay, so this is our system over here. I would have run it off of this, but I couldn't see any GSOS images. The only thing I see is a ProDOS image here, so let's see and mount that and see if it pops up. No, nothing. Remember how fast I plugged this in and then it instantly came up on the screen? It would have shown up by now. So, yeah, that's what pressing reset on it, I guess. So, let's see if another disk here, games. I believe this can see MFS formatted stuff. So if I can probably select a Mac disk pretty safely. Copy to Mac. Let's try that one. Yeah, it doesn't like 400K images, I don't blame it. It's a random image. And still nothing. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Actually, it's not, I hate it, but let's, instead of using GSOS, let's use the ADTPro disk to run a volume check on all of our drives to see if it can actually see the Floppy Emu at all. Yes, please. Turn off system power. Oh, this is cute. Return to a launching application.
Restart.
Okay. Don't mind if I do, aha! Okay, we're back at ADTPro again. And I don't actually have it hosting on the other computer. Every single time this computer now starts up, it has to kernel panic once, and then it starts up normally, and then we're good. And then it will just work. And I don't know, someone mentioned it's because there's some sort of thing with going from analog stuff to digital stuff. And since there's such a big time difference between the development of two different types of technologies, that something got lost in the mix, and then that just sort of happens. And he said, I can change the termination ID from 7 to 1, if I remember correctly. I don't know where I would do that, though. I guess someplace in the keyspan serial assistant. Oh well, I'll never figure it out. Anyway, so we'll select serial, and we're in. Okay, so the only thing I want to try here is still actually hosting that disk. So let me reset this, go back to Apple II, 800K, ProDOS. Okay, so let's check the volumes. So it finds the RAM, finds ADTPro, but does not even see the other thing. Put ADTPro on the Floppy Emu, but that still wouldn't fix my problem. So there may actually be a way to get it on there. Assuming I can get a copy of Shrink It successfully on this computer, I could boot GSOS. If it stays resident in RAM, I could take this disk out. Put the Shrink It disk in. Run Shrink It. Put the secondary disk in that has Oh god, this is getting complicated. They could have Wolfenstein on it, and then it could unpack that, but then that's only part 1 of 3, and so then where am I going to put the data? I guess I could put the data onto RAM, but then the thing is that the game itself actually requires 4 megabytes of RAM. I don't know if that's accurate, but when I was looking around, that's what it looked like it was. So I am at a little bit of a loss here. Most of the time people need these processor enhancer cards like the crap I forgot already. And it makes your computer faster, and that the game doesn't even run good unless you have one of those, because it's a more graphically enhanced version of Wolfenstein. It's not the one that ran on your granddad's 286. Man, this is apparently a much better Wolfenstein. I could play Wolfenstein 3D on a modern computer in a web browser, but I have to do it this way because it's the way it was meant to be played. Okay, so I couldn't even get Revenge of the Fetus to work, so I don't know how I'm going to get Wolfenstein 3D to work. Okay, so now, actually I don't. Oh yeah, there was one more thing. I have another disc here. There is something on ADTPro called, alright, there's something called V-Drive. It's a virtual drive. Only 143K, so this may actually fuck everything up in the whole entire life of me. I have to shut this down. So I've unplugged the thingy, and now we have both of the floppy disks connected. Then I have the 2GS image host thing here, and I'm going to put it in, and we're going to receive this one. This is the virtual drive. It says in the drive mismatch. I never liked that. It's not supposed to do that. Guess it's done. Rescan. Okay, V drive 202. I think I'm starting to think a block is 2K. Alright, well, whatever. So let's see if we can boot it off of V drive. Manuel? Welcome to ADTPro Virtual Drive. I didn't do this last time! You can use these drivers to connect an ADTPro server that is hosting virtual disks if you are using Ethernet. Ethernet. Aw, man. Be sure to run VE Drive setup before running VE Drive the first time. Your new disk will typically be available in slot 1, drives 1 and 2, VS Drive or VS Drive Low for serial. Ooh. Yay. Catalog S1. Okay, let's try that. Except with vsdrive.low. Screen's going dark. It's a camera thing. Don't panic. Oh, there it goes. vsdrive.low. Okay, so S1D12 COM slot 8. Cat S1. Oh god, that doesn't answer my question. Typically, your new disc will typically be available on slot 1, drives 1 and 2. So vsdrive.low, drive D1/2 then. Do what? Oh, what? Crap, I've totally forgot what I typed in because I can't go back and look at it. Well, either way, I don't see how this is gonna work. I mean, wait a minute. Virtual drive command. Hold on, stuff is showing up on the other computer. So it is communicating with it. Okay, so apparently the drive I just booted is meant to now host virtual drives because the virtual driver has been loaded. So now that I'm back to basic, I can, and the thing has been loaded, the driver's been loaded. It is now hosting 2 images that I would probably need to rename the Virtual 1 and Virtual 2 images in the working directory of ADTPro on my little Mac Mini over here. The problem is sure it's hosting it, but I don't know how to get the Apple IIGS to look at it. That's the problem. So it's like, sure, we can do that, but I don't know. I need to figure out how to load a program from a disk. Like, it doesn't matter what disk, I just need it to be able to load a program from a disk. I just don't know what it's called. Aha! Here we go. This only says, welcome to ADTPro Virtual Drive. On this it says, welcome to ADTPro Virtual Disk for SOS. SOS is the serial version. Now, according to this, you can set it up so that it works with serial, and it does, in fact, talk to ADTPro over serial while I was using this, but for whatever reason, it does not say for SOS at the top. So in that case, I need to rewrite an image onto this. This is what I used before, I think. These are the two images that it hosts. ADTPro SOS. It's gotta be it. Send it over to V drive. And wait a little more. Well, this is a good sign it didn't beep, and it gives me the option to press a key to continue. So maybe that means it'll work. So swap the drive. Put that in the top. And reset her again. Oh, this is what I was afraid of. This disk boots Apple III ADTPro. Am I barking up the wrong tree here? Holy shit, I just have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Let me just try something. So now we have GSOS, we can look at some different disks, like ADTPro. What does that look like? Hey, look at that. We can actually look at it. This is the disk that lets us access our files here. Okay, so look at all this shit. The Apple IIGS has begun making a noise. Not that one. I wish. Fuck, I don't know what it is. It only happens when it's running 82. It only happens when it's running GSOS. Well, that's all interesting, but I can't do anything with it. I mean, we've shown that we can run Arkanoid and some other programs. Maybe. Apple IIGS system tools. What will we find? Installer? Apple Talk? Advanced disk utility? Let's see what this is. Apple IIGS Advanced Disk Utility. Oh God! Portion of software copied by TML systems. Okay, alright. File. It only has one thing to do, initialize or erase. What was the other one on here? Installer. That's interesting. Put the Apple onto a thing. Volume to update. System disk. Okay, so I can add updates to a floppy disk. Okay. Add more fonts. Advanced disk utility. Apple disk. Okay, well this is interesting. Apple disk 5.25 or 5.25. Apple MIDI. Apple Talk Image Writer. Image Writer LQ. Cord 6850 MIDI. CD-ROM. Direct Connect Image Writer, Epson Printer, install everything possible. Install system files, Laser Writer, Network Printer Chooser, Network Printer Namer, SCSI Hard Disk, and Unidisk. Please select the desired update and the volume or folder where you want to install it. So in theory, I could use this to make another disk. Like, I could use another floppy disk, throw it in, and I could install everything possible on it. But I think what this is really supposed to be used for is if you already have like an external hard disk or something, but maybe all this stuff would go over. After all of this stuff is on a floppy disk anyway. So it would just, fill up another floppy disk? But then again, all this stuff is compressed in some way. So, I don't know. It's kind of strange. I don't really need to have all this stuff. I don't have a SCSI hard disk. I could plug in a laser writer to print stuff, but I mean, it's not really that interesting. If you want to see my laser writer, well, I don't have a laser writer. I have an image writer. If you want to see the image writer video, I got it on the other video with the Macintosh 512K. Same kind of thing, except you could do cooler stuff with the 512K, believe me. So I mean, can I add more fonts? I mean, how do I get out of this? Oh, something you can't see at the top here. Quit command. Okay, very well. So I mean, that's interesting. That's the official system tool disk. What about the old introduction disk, the tour disk here? What does that look like? Probably just has a little icon to start the tour, I would imagine. Dolphin? Doing that clicking noise again. And no, there's nothing on there. Alright, so unless I get some more information about how to do everything on this, I think we're going to stop right here. But before we're done for the day, well, yeah, let's actually figure out what it's like if GSOS runs with no disk in the drive whatsoever. I guess it'll just ask for it if it needs it. Well, that's cool, I guess. This has Apple III files on it, I guess, so load those up. Yeah, it just works off of RAM. Okay, well maybe then the Wolfenstein could work. I don't have the unpack utility. I still don't have any place to install it. Then the Floppy Emu won't host a hard drive. Actually, will it? Oh god. Eject. Well, it's open Apple eject technically. So because I was going to show you guys the Apple II Easter egg, but because I only have ROM 1, we can really only just see the credits. On newer ROM, or newer variations of this computer, there's a digitized voice that you could actually have it say, with nothing else that is just programmed right into the ROM. So let's see if we can get this working here. Restart it. And that's the Easter egg. Firmware, tools, hardware. It shows people who worked on the computer. And no digitized voice due to the ROM version. Let's look at it again real quick. ROM version 1. So yeah, it works. Alright, so that's going to conclude episode 3, I guess. Maybe 4. I don't know. It depends on how I edited it. I will be seeing you guys later. Hopefully you're able to enjoy this mess of stuff I was trying to do. Clearly I need to do a little bit more research, or maybe get some of your help. I don't know. But we'll see. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a nice day.
Oh yeah, one more thing. I saw something in the comments, and I'm going to cry a little bit. Free Tools Association made available all of the music that they use in their demos, right? So you can just download them in Scream Tracker format, which is a different type of module format, kind of modular, whatever. So yes, you can download everything right here on their website. It's under bonus, and then you go over to musics. I never dug that deep years ago. Had I would have never transcribed by ear modulate intro. But yeah, you can download it. This looks like Winamp. This is actually XM Play with the skin. It's S3M format. It doesn't play back right now because I broke it. So that's great. But yeah, I can just play it. And what do you know? It's in stereo. I don't need to get a stereo card for my Apple IIGS. I can just use this. And just so you don't think I'm playing some sort of trick on you, take a look at this. This is Modulate in Open Mod Plug Tracker, an old version because I'm too lazy to get a newer version. As you can see, I can pick the sequences here. And there's all the note data. me take a look at the samples here. Hey. Or that's pretty horrifying. This is the first time I've ever done this. This is pretty interesting. What is this sound? I think that's the original pitch.
Come on, come on, come on, come on,
Hey, it's Arnold.
come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
I think that's Arnold. That's Arnold. And that's it. Take a look at the comments. Usually they put some things in here. Converted from Soundsmith using D modifier. So we were probably using Soundsmith back in the day, and then they used something to convert it to the current format for their page here. So yeah, I feel pretty stupid now. So the task now is to compare this to the file that I transcribed and see how accurate it is, note for note, and see if I got all the notes right. That could be interesting. I just wasted a whole lot of time. Do your research, guys. Do your research. But hey, I learned a lot from transcribing, and I think if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have started making my own music. I probably just wouldn't have been good enough at it, at putting notes into a digital audio workstation. So, thanks for watching, everybody. No sustain on those notes, what? I actually had to turn the loop type on. And then it breaks it. Wait, why can't I turn the sustain loop on? There we go. I actually fixed. I know Open MPT doesn't play them back exactly correctly, but I think I actually fixed the sustain here. I did. Let's start here. For all of you who are still watching this video, you're the best. I'll see you guys. Okay, bye.